Hi! Ikaw ba isang fresh graduate, retaker, working na, or college student pa lang at gusto mong pumasa ng board exam ng one take lang? Then this video is perfect for you. We will break down the top 22 actionable tips to make your board exam journey more efficient. So, make sure to watch until the end for you to have a new idea and perspective on how to face this giant. Ayos ba? During my review, I was an average student. Napuno rin ng self-doubts. Kung kaya ko ba talagang pumasa? Kung worth it ba talaga ako sa license na yon? Kaya naghanap din ako ng mga malalapitan noon para manghingi ng advices at tips about sa board exams journey nila. Pero wala masyado eh. That's why, in this first video, and many more to come, I hope it can help you transform from an overthinker to a much more confident reviewee. Let's start. First is the type of questions. The board exam consists of easy, moderate, and hard questions. Common mistake yan ng mga students na akala nila puro mahirap yung tanong kaya naunahan sila ng takot. So, by knowing this, here's what you can do. First is read the whole questionnaires. And second, find the easy questions first. And then third, put a mark on it or answer it immediately. Why? Because this will help you build momentum and increase your confidence to take on the moderate and hard questions for later. Okay? May chance kasi na makakita ka agad ng mahirap na questions. Pero, yung process niya medyo mahaba. So, don't get excited. Just put a mark on it and save it for later. Okay? I suggest to find the easy questions first habang fresh pa yung utak mo para i-use din sa paggalito mamaya. You need strategy like this para mas maging efficient ka and iwas sa mga di inaasahang mistake. Remember, every point in the board exam counts. We will discuss more on tip number 5 about easy questions, which are terminologies and acronyms. Okay? Second tip, how your mind works. This is important because in the next few months, you will undergo long and intense study sessions. You must know your strengths. And according to research, there are 3 types of learning styles. First is the auditory, which is the sound. Second is the visual, sight, and the kinesthetic, which is the feel or experience. You can improve the way you absorb information if you know what your learning style is. For me, I'm a visual learner. That's why puno ng reviewers yung kwarto ko noon. Na nakadikit sa pader, meron naka-ring binds, index cards, and even wallpapers. Sa phone ko, kapag meron ako need i-memorize. Okay? We will discuss more on that on the following tips, your wall of knowledge. So, by knowing your dominant style of learning, you can focus on it and start feeling productive and do more in such a short period of time. But wait, don't forget the other styles ha. Kasi sa sobrang daming need aralin, kabisaduhin, kailangan mo ng variation. 4 to 5 years ba naman sa college? Dapat lagyan mo ng konting twist para di nakakasawa. Diba? Be creative, try new approach, and conduct your own experiments and see what works for you. Okay? Lahat kasi tayo iba-iba eh. Iba-iba yung atake natin pagdating sa review. Right? So tip number 3. Feeling lazy to study? Lahat naman tayo siguro guilty dito, right? May point talaga sa review natin na may experience natin to eh. But don't worry, kasi normal lang naman to. Tao lang tayo, nakakaramdam din ng mga ganitong emotions. So, one way to overcome the laziness is by remembering your reason why. Your reason why you are doing this. Is it for your parents or your family? Is it for yourself? Or is it for your haters to prove them wrong? Okay? Kung ano man yung reason na yan, kuha ka lang ng ballpen and papel, sulat mo sila. It will be useful pag tinatamad ka or nahihirapan ka magsimula. Just take a minute to read your lists of why. Then, samahan mo pa ng favorite mong coffee and merienda, for sure, gaganahan ka na yan. Okay? Study well. And tip number 4, your body clock. Feeling lazy ka ba sa hapon? Or energized ka sa umaga? Or mas ganado kang mag-aral sa gabi? In the book, When, the scientific Secrets of Perfect Timing by Daniel Pink. He explained the science behind your body clock and how you can use it for your maximum performance throughout the day. Pero, Kuya Adrian, paano ko naman ito magagamit sa pag-aaral ko sa board exams? Here's the secret. First is you need to identify which type of student you are. Dalawa lang naman yan eh. If you are a morning person or you're a night owl. It can actually help you understand when you have better focus, creative spikes, and swings in your mood. Okay? Once you know your type, you can allocate your daily tasks into pockets of the day that is aligned with your natural flow of energy. According to Mr. Pink, everyone goes through 3 phases during the day. First is the peak, second is the trough, and third is the rebound. Right? So sa peak daw, you will do analytical tasks. Sa trough, you will do creative tasks, and sa rebound, same with analytical tasks. If you're a night owl, it's the reverse pattern. Para mas maintindihan pa natin, let's give an example. Here are some examples of tasks and suggested timing. Peak and rebound, you will do analytical tasks. Okay? For example, you can do intense problem solving, practice ng calculations, or understand step-by-step process and logic of some topics. Okay? And then sa trough naman, you can do some creative tasks like understanding a theory, memorizing formulas and constants, or memorizing din ng terms and definitions. Okay? Kung alam mo na yung body clock mo, ang goal mo na is to create a more efficient schedule. You know your body more than I do. That's why, again, you need to conduct your own experiment and stick to what works for you. Okay? Tip number 5, objective types of questions. Ito yung continuation kanina ng tip number 1 natin. Types of easy questions includes terminologies plus the acronyms. This is what I called the trap. Why? Kasi kung hindi mo alam yung term or hindi mo nabasa, wala ka talagang idea eh. Chances are, gagamitin mo na lang ng magic hula. Na-experience ko to. Noong board exam day ko, nagulat ako sa dami ng terminologies at acronyms na lumabas. Kaya pag uwi ko nung second day, inabot ako ng halos 2 a.m. na kakabasa ng related terminologies for that subject. Wala eh. Adrenaline na and clutch time na. Di ko na namalayan yung oras. Alas 2 na pala. Kaya trust me, you don't want to experience and to be in this situation. So, para maiwasan to, I suggest for you to be a wide reader. Read books, magazines, or watch the news. Pero syempre, related siya sa course mo. Then second is the latest trends in your course, definition of terms, theories, and acronyms. You can insert this sa time slot mo when you are doing your creative tasks. Okay? One more thing, yung gumagawa kasi ng board exam, katulad lang din natin yan. May social media yan. Diba? Kasi baka maisipan nila maglagay ng trick questions like, sinong YouTuber ang nagbigay ng top 22 tips for this board exam? See? For example. That's why I encourage you to use your social media wisely instead of deactivating. Have the discipline to unfollow unnecessary pages na nakadistract lang. Dapat yung mga related lang sa course mo para kahit nag-i-scroll ka, productive ka pa rin. Diba? Also, may mga tips din tayo sa Facebook. That's why make sure to follow. Search mo lang, Engineer Adrian Celso Board Exam Tips. Also, remember, every point in the board exam counts. Right? Tip number 6. Night owl person ka ba? Sa gabi ka ganado mag-aral? Paalala ko lang sa'yo yung schedule ng actual board exam. Time of your board exam is 8 a.m. Siyempre, mas maaga ka dapat gigising para iwas late and traffic, di ba? Then, time of your review is 11 p.m. up to around 4 a.m. Right? So, So, anong oras ka gigising? Time you wake up is 10 a.m. See what I mean? You need to practice at actual game speed. If your brain is active at night and not in the morning, you are in some sort of danger. Mental block is real, kapatid. Sayang naman yung inaral mo ng ilang buwan kung mabablanko ka lang, di ba? So, as early as now, practice reviewing like you were in the actual board exam, which is in the morning. Okay? If you are a certified night owl, at sa mga oras na yun talaga ka pinaka-productive, then stick to it during the majority of your review period. But make sure that 3 to 4 weeks before the actual boards, you shift your body clock and study in the morning. Okay? I'm afraid to say, but you have no choice. You have no choice but to be a morning person. Okay? Unless mag-announce si PRC na may board exam na sa gabi. Tip number 7, invest in a review center. This is not a sponsored tips. For now, baka naman. DMA for collab, promotions, or partnerships. So, bakit mo kailangan mag-invest sa review center? Here are 5 reasons why. First, they have experienced professors. Pang ilang board exams na nila. Ikaw, isa pa lang. And sana, one take lang. Manifest. Second is, they have a lot of board exam insights. Third, they have a ton of actual board exam questions. Fourth, they know which subject are relevant to teach. And 5, they have an outline that will cover all the topics that might appear in the test. Less hassle na sa'yo to organize and to track your progress kasi systematized na yung sa kanila eh. There are many review centers that offer great packages. They have their own pros and cons, and your job is to check where to enroll. Just consider mo yung location, yung review schedule, and past performances, pati yung passing percentage before you decide to enroll. Tip number 8. No budget for a review center? Let's face it, board exam review is not cheap. Ito yung ginawa na pwede mo rin gawin. The government of Pasig City had a program which financially supports PRC board exam takers. They are giving incentives to students who will take the board exams. Like you. With my PRC registration stub and ID, I received 10,000 pesos in cash. Syempre, malaking tulong na ito pang budget mo sa review center at hindi masyadong mabigat para sa parents mo. Ba? In my previous webinars, I've heard some of the cities are still doing it. Magkano lang naman yung pamasahe papuntang City Hall or Barangay Hall? Tsaka wala namang masama magtanong, di ba? Kung wala, edi okay po. Pero kung meron, ayos. Pakapi ka naman. When you try this and you've been successful, comment down below yung city mo or municipality para malaman natin kung saan meron. This will help other students that are watching this video. Tip number 9. Cramming. Is it good for you? Familiar ka ba sa all-nighter during your hell week? Nakasurvive ka sa college gamit ang procrastination, due to day mindset, and studying until 3 a.m. without any breaks? Sadly, it will not work during the board exam. Sa college kasi, 1 to 2 subjects lang ang sakop ng exam, di ba? Pero sa board exams, 4 to 5 years worth of college subjects in one night. Kung genius ka, siguro kaya yan. Kaya congrats na agad. Pero if not, then let me explain how this works. According to Mr. Jim Quick and his book, Limitless, humans forget approximately 50% of what they learn within 1 hour. Kaya, pag nag-aaral ka ng mahaba at walang pahinga, mapapagod ka lang at magsasuffer yung retention na kailangan natin kasi matagal pa yung board exam, hindi naman yung kinabukasan. It will be months from now, right? But by taking breaks, you create more openings and closings, or what he called the primacy and recency, to retain far more of what you want to learn. Remember, ang goal natin dito is retention. Okay? That's why the Pomodoro technique is so popular. 25 minutes of deep focus plus 5 to 10 minutes of break. Then repeat it 3 times and take longer breaks on the third cycle. Combine this with the next technique and you will become unstoppable. Right? So tip number 10 is the Pomodoro Pro Max or the spaced repetition. For me, this is the king of all the study tips. Kung meron ko lang need i-take note, ito na yun, guys. So, spaced repetition is simple yet the most effective technique of them all because it deliberately hacks the way your brain works. It spaces out your reviews. It gives yourself enough time to consume knowledge for better retention, right? So as you can see in the graph, by reviewing the same material on a different interval, it allows your retention to get longer and longer. The goal is to become automatic until we achieve the ultimate board exam discipline. That's why it's important to manage your time properly. Okay? Point number 11. Write. Sulat lang ng sulat. Mahilig ka ba sa mga printed na mga formulas? Wala namang masama din. But you are missing out on the benefits of repetitions, which is a key factor for long-term retention. Okay? It is also a form of memorization that the more you write, mas magiging familiar ka. And also, the more lessons retain in your brain. One benefit is the hand-to-eye coordination. Muscle memory yan. That makes it easy for you to memorize and understand concepts, formulas, etc. Okay? Printed formulas on the other side are good for reference. But rewrite and make it as your own as often as possible. Okay? Invest in colored pens, highlighters, index cards, and ring binds. Okay? Mas madali mo kasi maalala kung ikaw yung mismong gumawa, di ba? As a visual learner, I agree to this. Tip number 12, build your circle. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, find a team. Group up with 2 or 3 friends. In short, hanap tropa. Yung pareho kayong seryoso at isa lang yung plano pumasa. Tulungan kayo sa pag-aaral and be accountable sa progress ng isa't isa. Okay? Share ideas, reviewers, and help fill each other's cup. 2 heads are better than 1, ika nga. So choose wisely. Kung wala kang makasundo sa mga klase mo, then try to look somewhere else. Diyan lang yan. Baka meron sa review center, meron sa online groups, chats, or forums. And please, iwasan natin yung pagiging negative. Yung puro reklamo at palagi may excuses. Ikaw, gusto mo ba ng mga camping ganito? Syempre hindi. If you really want to pass the board exams, you need to develop a solution-based mindset. Na-focus na sa goals. Dahil pag gano'n ang mindset mo, sigurado, 100% success. Tip number 13. Take breaks. Board exam is not a race, but a marathon. Kasi yung inaaral mo ngayon, hindi pa naman yan bukas or next week. Kundi after ilang months pa. Diba? You know yourself more than I do. So you need to know your own pacing. You can start by studying 30 to 60 minutes, then 10 minutes break. Mga ganun ba? Away from your desk, get up and take a walk outside. Labas ka ng bahay. Talk to your family, friends, or makipaglaro muna sa alaga mong pet. Anything na makaka-relax ng utak mo away from the review. Also, sila din naman yung dahilan bakit ka nagpapakahirap mag-review, di ba? Do anything you love to recharge yourself para pag pumulit sa desk mo, boom, ganado ka na ulit. Okay? Tip number 14. Go airplane mode. Can't focus while studying? Maybe you have a lot of distractions and notifications from your phone or other external sources. Put your phone in an airplane mode or ilagay mo muna sa ibang kwarto para tuloy-tuloy yung aral mo. Also, inform mo muna yung mga housemates sa bahay ni Kuya na mag-aaral ka para di ka muna nila istorbohin. Okay? Remember, in this board exam review period, you do not need more time. You need more focus. Get into the zone more often and become the best productive version of yourself. Tip number 15, sharpen the saw. Okay, quick story. Isang araw nakita ni Pedro si Juan na nagpuputol ng puno. Sabi ni Pedro, "Grabe pawis mo, pre. Nagdidilig ka ba ng puno?" Sabi naman ni Juan, "Bulog ka ba? Kita mong pinuputol ko." Sabi ni Pedro, "Ilang oras mo na ginagawa yan?" Sabi naman ni Juan, mga 4 hours na." "Talaga? Ba't di ka muna magpahinga at ipahasa yung lagari mo?" "Wala akong oras dyan, pre. Kayod lang ng kayod." "Okay, pre. Diskarte mo yan." So, this story comes from the book of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Isipin mo, yung puno ay yung board exams. Diba? Hindi pwedeng isang upuan lang yan eh. Isang upuan lang yung aral. Kailangan mo rin ng diskarte. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina, wala ka na sa college. Tapos na yun. Long-term retention ang goal natin dito. That's why the habit of sharpening your saw or your brain will be crucial. One way of sharpening the saw is watching this video. Okay? Kumukuha ka ng tips and tricks. Kaya, marami pa tayong darating. Kaya do not forget to subscribe and I will do my best to upload weekly. Ayos ba? Share mo din sa group chats or ibang review buddies mo. Okay? And if you want more tips, I have written my books that you can check in my profile. This one, The Board Exam Secrets, the How to Pass the Board Exam for the Engineering, and ito naman yung How to Train Your Brain. Alright? So, sabi ni Abraham Lincoln, if I only had 1 hour to chop down a tree, I would spend my first 45 minutes to sharpen my axe. Right? So, kapag feeling tired ka na, tulog ka muna. Pahinga muna. Invest in black curtains for quality sleep sa gabi. Eat foods that are good for your brain health. Take a walk outside to clear your thoughts and be kind to yourself. And try to enjoy this journey. Let's combine your hard work plus our tips to guarantee your success. Tip number 16. Manifest but do your best. Ito yung sikat na law of attraction. I'm sure nakita ka ng ganitong post sa Facebook, right? Yung mga, I will pass the board exams. Claim it. And board exam cutie. Yung mga ganun ba? Dami yan. Pero, alam mo ba kung paano yung tamang pagmamanifest? Yung iba kasi, after mag-share ng manifest post sa Facebook, wala na. Diretso ng rest. Ikaw ba to? Aminin. So, sabi nila, for me, manifest is a 3-step process. First is you will ask. Second is you will believe. And the third one is you will execute. Ask first the universe that what you want. Syempre, to pass the board exams or to have a productive day on your review. Then, you need to believe that you can. Para ganahan ka mag-aral. Then, the third one, and the most important, is to use that inspiration to do the actual work. Right? The biggest mistake of most students is they stop sa step 2. Inspire lang, ganun, feel good lang, pero wala naman talaga nangyayari. Remember that, what the mind can conceive, the body will achieve. Okay? Nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao pa rin ang gawa. So instead of manifest, sabay rest, bago na dapat ngayon. Manifest, then do your best na dapat. Ayos ba? Tip number 17 is listen to your body. You know your body more than I do. Kaya huwag kang ma-insecure ka compare sa iba. Routine ng ibang tao. Stop comparing. You make your own kung saan ka mas comfortable, kung saan ka mas efficient. Okay? Don't compare yourself to others na, uy, ang layo na niya, nasa advanced math na siya, ikaw nasa trigo pa lang. Hayaan mo sila. Focus ka sa sarili mo. Kasi, kapag nag-compare ka lang, negative feeling lang mararamdaman mo niyan. May feeling mo, left out na ako, di talaga ako papasa, mga ganyan. So, kung inaantok ka, take a nap. Kung wala ka sa mood mag-aral, relax muna. Start by reading terminologies and for objective types of questions. Okay? Kung feeling anxious ka na, take a break. talk to a friend, and try walking outside away from the desk to clear your mind. Do not be too hard on yourself on this journey. You can do this. Tip number 18, the perfect nap. This is my favorite. Di ba kanina ko pa sinasabi yung take a nap? Pero gaano katagal dapat mag-nap para iwas nap pasarap. Okay, let's look at the time intervals here. So kung 10 to 20 minutes, that's the power nap. Ideal for boosts of energy and plus, it's easier to wake up. Okay? Pag 30 minutes naman daw, medyo hilo ka. Parang bitin yung tulog mo, gusto mo pa, ganun. Parang ang hirap gumising. Alright? Pag 60 minutes naman, it's the best for improvement in remembering facts. Pero ang downside niya is medyo mahirap nga siya gumising. Meron siyang grogginess, sleep inertia. Right? And kung 90 minutes naman, it's a full cycle of sleep. This leads to improve procedural memory and it's easier to wake up. Okay? Remember these timings when you will take a nap. Set an alarm for an ideal power nap para refresh ka pagkagising. Okay? Again, conduct your own experiment kasi hindi naman tayo pare-pareho. May iba, mabilis kumuha ng tulog. Yung iba, di ba? Masandal lang, tulog na. Tapos yung iba naman, parang sobrang tagal. So, conduct your own experiments and you know yourself more than I do. Tip number 19, your wall of knowledge. In 4 to 5 months, you will spend most of your time in your room. Okay? Sure na yan. Reviewers, index cards, papel at ballpen, yan nakaharap mo sa mga panahong to. We need to maximize everything para one take lang. Diba? Kaya pag may mga need kang i-memorize, kuha ka lang ng lumang kalendaryo, Manila paper, cartolina. So lahat ng mga formulas, concepts, important notes, tapos date mo sa pader. O sa kisame. O man sa iba, pero kasi I am a visual learner at ginamit ko yung technique na to become more familiar. Sila, yung nakikita ko habang nagpapantok sa gabi at yung unang mga nag-good morning sa akin pag umaga. And by doing this, alam ko kung saan nakalagay yung concepts and formulas. In the actual board exams, I visualize my room kung meron akong gustong maalala. Malapit ba sa bintana? Katabi ba ng electric fan? Or sa gilid ba ng salamin? That's the idea. You will now have a mental picture of where to find certain topics in your head. Right? Kung naka-boarding house kayo, mas madali kasi ang dami mong tropa. Pwede nyo punuin yung buong kwarto. Pero, kung wala naman kayong sariling kwarto, edi punuin mo muna yung bahay nyo. Dikitan mo muna lahat ng kanto, lahat ng pader, sa banyo, sa kusina, or kahit saan daling makita. Be creative. Tell your family na ilang months lang naman, konting tiis lang, para sa panghabang buhay na license. Diba? Tip number 20, the last one. Find a mentor. Alam mo na, dami ko na sinasabi, di ba? Baka naman. What I'm saying is, they have been there. Okay? Yung na-experience mo ngayon, tapos na sila. Means, papunta ka pa lang, nakabalik na sila. And as for me, thousands na ang natulungan, kaya nakailang pabalik-balik na. Find those people that can understand your situation and learn from them. I know magaling ka and you can do this alone. But with the help of a mentor to guide you in this journey, the road will be much easier. Okay? Kung gusto nyo pa ng solid na kakampi, lalayo pa ba? Nagsisimula pa lang tayo. So again, my name is Adrian and I give tips for your PRC board exams, and if you want the PDF version of this, you can download it in the description. I'll put the link below. Also, thanks for watching. Kung may natutunan ka, hit that like and subscribe button para updated ka sa mga next videos natin. Also, comment down the number of your favorite tip to help the algorithm reach more students. That's all for now, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.